home. Shout out DJ Doggy, everything was just awesome there. We really rocking with a 1 and 2. Shout out Dawson Keisha, DJ J.O. for not being able to be here today. Unfortunately, we had a couple of incidents that they had to take care of personal. Shout out DJ Chef, my uncle, my favorite host ever.
Yeah, baby.
I also want to say happy birthday. Big happy birthday to Ice the Loudest. Free Ice the Loudest, free to air. You know, I got out here doing things. When we make music, for real. We ain't playing out here. We rap about what we really do. We're going to go into some news. We're going to let y'all see what's going on in the world, let y'all know what's going on in the world. There's actually a big thing that was going on. What was it, 2019?
Yeah.
2019.
Yeah, that's it.
Just last year. And so basically, I want to say, you know, through the graces of, you know, whoever you believe in Allah, who your higher power, whoever you want to call through the graces of him, Bill Cosby receives his appeal for his sexual assault conviction. From you, that's a big plus. So, from the source, Bill Cosby will be able to appeal his sex assault conviction in Pennsylvania High Court. Will review 2 pieces of 2018 trial, which led to his conviction of 3 counts of aggravated assault. This is what's seen in reports. You know, in an appeal attempt, Bill Cosby Counsel will challenge the decision of Judge Stephen T. O'Neill to hear 5 accusers citing they were unreliable and were not a part of the charges. That is a plus. I feel like that is a plus. You know, whatever he did or whatever he went through, it was like, you know, let that man live. This man is what, 80-something years old. And whatever he did in the past, whatever they want to accuse him of, not just now trying to hit him up with that. Like, that's wicked. Chef, how you feel about that?
I mean, honestly, I feel like they coming for Son, coming for Bill. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that's okay or it's all right. Whatever he did, like he should. You know what I'm saying? He should still go through the system that he has to go through. But at the same time, it's like you waited what 60, 50 years. To do something like this is kind of corny to me, you know what I'm saying? But to each his own. Handle business how you handle business, whatever the case is. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. Now, y'all know me. I'm into this new music. I love new music. DJ. Shout out to my guy DJ Dub. He did his thing. You know what I mean? You killed it. You know he slowed the set. But I'm gonna say this. I'm looking forward for that new Pop Smoke 50 Cent and
Rowdy Rebel.
You know, actually Roddy Rich. You just played the Roddy Rebel, but he got a new track with Roddy Rich, 50 Cent, and Pop Smoke. Y'all know Post Malone is coming out. What is it? In July? I don't know the exact date.
I got it already.
Yeah. Darby bootleg the album. So we're gonna leave that right there.
We're gonna leave it at that.
Haters.
But you know, a lot of supporters is looking forward for this album. They're looking forward to this single actually, but the album itself, I'm definitely looking forward to because I personally know that there's gonna be some fire tracks on there. Let's just say I had the lowdown. So yeah, it's about to be a little movie. I mean, I'm sad that Pop Smoke went out the way he went out, man. His son was only 20 years old, and he was already peaking. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was already there. So it's like, wow, like, really, they took you and you still got songs coming out, you know what I'm saying? What was it? Like, how long has it been since he passed?
Almost a year.
Since he passed?
Yeah.
Like 4 months.
4 months, 4 or 5 months? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my father was longer than that.
He's been out for a year, but he passed 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's wicked.
Yeah, but I mean, yo, still shout out to Pop Smoke, man. He's forever gonna be a Brooklyn great. He's forever gonna be in the mouth of the people in Brooklyn. And honestly, me personally, I think he would have been probably one of the best things out of Brooklyn in a long time. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my guy. Shout out to my guy, DJ J.O. Let's talk about it. You know what type of time is coming up soon. Say opening. Yo, I'm crying. But yeah, yo, it's cool to back over to you. Let's talk about it, man.
Now, I had a couple things I wanted to say actually about that whole hospital situation.
What's up?
To me, that was horrible of what they did. That's like y'all see somebody coming up and actually doing better for their situation, no matter what they say in their lyrics, what they saying in their songs or whatever they saying. Let's talk about it. A lot of people rap about what they want to do to somebody or what they feel or how they feel. I don't know the situation, but to take a young man out like that at the age of 20 years old, that makes no sense. To me, I'm always look at that as hate. The young man came from nothing. Like, he came out of Brooklyn. You know, they say he came out of Brooklyn, and he was in his Beverly Hills home, and he ran down on him like that. That was just horrible. He did that. He did super bad in that situation. Now, I can't wait. I can't wait to hear this new song with him, Roddy Ricch, and 50 Cent.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fire track.
I feel like it's Biggie all over me. I ain't gonna fuck with it.
I had to low down sneak. You know what I'm saying? You know how that goes.
Sneak peek.
Yeah, so yeah.
Wow.
You know, it's a little fire track. I wish I could drop it, but you know, the DJs be trying to steal. You know what I'm saying? So I can't even drop it on the low. But yeah, it's something to look forward to, definitely.
Definitely. You know, that when I hear that, once I drop that, once I actually drop, not once I drop that, once that actually drops, that's what I feel like that's gonna be played all over, on repeat, going hand. You know, like it's gonna be silly. Like it's gonna be silly when he play these at parties. You feel me? Now, we're gonna jump back into a few more things. Yo, DJ Dog, you take us out.
It's life here, baby.
Welcome back. Carson, what's up, man? Yo, shout out to everybody that's tuning in right now. I appreciate you. Make sure y'all go ahead and call them. Marv, what's up, Marv? I see you. We going live right now on the radio. You live on my live. Make sure y'all go ahead and call in. Show your guys some love. You know what it is. You got to go to topic time, man. Again, shout out to my guy, Darby, man. He definitely violated with that. Family. Oh. Nah, like I said, each and every Thursday, man, you know what we're doing from 4 to 7. We extended it by 1 hour for the people, by the people, because of the people, right?
Progression.
You know what I mean? Shout out to my guy, Scooter. But topic time. So, I have a question to ask the people out there in Instagram live world, radio world, and all of that.
The real world.
The real world. Now, I want to know, do you think price bracket, and when I say price bracket, your tax bracket, should affect if you're in a relationship or not? Reese, what's up, Reese? Do you think that your tax bracket, meaning if I make $50,000 and my significant other is making $120,000, do you think that should affect your relationship? Scooter, what do you think?
Nah. Nah. If y'all with each other, y'all with each other for each other. Y'all not with each other for the bad, because at the end of the day, you gotta look at it from like an older. And I was raised by my grandparents, so I'm gonna go back old school. If you know the older generation, it was the men that took care of the household and the wives stayed at home, right? So if we used to say that, should we be with the wife that stayed at home? She's not making no money. She's just staying at home, eating the food that the men bring home, or cooking in the house, cleaning the house that the man is taking care of and providing. So now, when I speak like that, it doesn't matter. Even if y'all split everything down 50-50, y'all still are going to help somebody, regardless if they slack or not. Because that one person that's making $120,000 a year, anything can happen with it not making $120,000 a year no more.
So let me ask you a question. So Scooter said, a lot of my people are saying that money should never affect a relationship. So Darby, do you agree with that? Money, you think that if somebody makes $50,000 a year, Meek, what up, Meeks? Platinum, what's up, Platinum Barbie? Listen, if you make a certain amount of money, it shouldn't affect you. Do you agree with that?
It should not. I feel like you should know the person that you're dealing with prior to y'all like getting into something serious. You should know like if they have something going for themselves. And if something were to like happen that would like fuck up your financial situation, if that's really your partner, they're supposed to like hold it down for you so you get like the
fact.
Alright, so now something in there that's gonna mess with your mind real quick, right? So, what about your shorty? She makes $50,000 a year. $50,000 a year, right?
Okay.
You making $150,000, right? There's certain things that she won't be able to afford. There's certain things that obviously you would be able to afford, right? But let me just reverse it now. You as a man, you make $50,000. She makes $150,000. You can't do what you're supposed to do as a man to get her what she needs or what she wants. Would that affect your mentality as a man?
Why have the hot girl summer? Let's talk about that.
That's not what we talk about. Don't change the subject.
Alright, but like in today's society, women want like to be independent. They want to have their own bag, their own money, whatever the case may be.
Okay.
So like, if you making more than your man, you shouldn't really still like go after him to try to support you, even though you got yourself and he's supposed to like spoil you here and there. Like you making more money than him shouldn't change the fact of like how y'all fucking each other.
But that question. This is the reason why I asked that question because all right, when you make a certain amount, when you get to a bag, as a man, okay, you wearing the Louis, you wearing the Gucci, you wearing the Fendi. Your wife, girlfriend, whatever the case is not able to support that habit. She's not going to be able to spoil you the way that you spoil yourself. Would that affect you as a person, though?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm not a materialistic person. I mean,
okay.
Sure, I like to have like nice stuff and whatever, but like, I wouldn't want someone to go out of their way to buy something for me that's not a necessity.
But is it going out your way? It's something that you're accustomed to because of your lifestyle. I mean, understand what I'm saying? Like you are accustomed to living a certain way. You gotta understand. Now the reason why I'm asking this question is because a lot of times, it happens. It happens to where, you know, you can't help who you fall in love with. You can't help who you fall for. Honey, what's up, honey? Coco, what's up? You can't help who you fall for, but then when it comes down to the nitty gritty, I feel like money is, as much as we don't want money to be a factor in a relationship, I feel like when it comes down to it, it still is a factor, whether or not you want it to be.
Like, whoever, like, a woman makes more money in a relationship, she's gonna feel like her opinion is more valuable.
Exactly. I feel like, and ladies, I'm not trying to get on you for this, but I feel like in this day and age, if you can't provide certain means for a woman in this day and age, I feel like she's gonna be a little bit more disrespectful than the normal, regular woman.
That's a fact. She's gonna take advantage.
So that's what I'm saying. So do you feel like a relationship will last? Because what a $50,000 a year woman will put up with, $150K is not gonna put up with.
But now it falls down when it comes down to like that. It falls down to who you're really dealing with. You feel me? Because it's like you said, and it goes back to what we were talking about last week with the dating stage. You feel me? You interview, you gotta figure out if y'all compatible. If she's not with you for that bag, you feel me? Then that could work. But if she's with you for that bag and she still loves you at the same time, so just use what she's doing as motivation. Because there's a million ways to make $1 million. Don't ever sell yourself.
We're in the easiest time to become a millionaire.
But
we are in the easiest time to become a millionaire, but at the same time, a lot of people, and I'm not gonna say male, I'm not gonna say female, a lot of people don't have millionaire mindset mentalities. So it's cool to say that. Listen, there's so many ways out there that you can make $200, $300 a day, but it doesn't mean that you go out and do it. You still got people working at McDonald's. You still got people working for minimum wage.
now let's really think about it. Let's talk about it. And I love when it comes to topics like this. Alright, so I'm gonna use me, I'm gonna keep it on the eye.
Okay.
I'm gonna use me for an example.
Okay.
My girl works in the post office, right? I'm a server at Dave & Buster's.
Okay.
Granted, she makes a certain amount a week. Me personally, because like I said, I know my hustle and I know how to deal with people.
Right.
I can make what she makes at my job in 3 days. Hold on.
Hold on.
Shut up. The do-rag stink. Shut up. Listen, I can make what my girl made in almost 3 days.
Okay.
And she's working all week, busting her ass. Right? Now, I would say a post office job is better than being a server, right?
Okay.
That's what they would look at, right?
It's more. I wouldn't say better,
Better benefits,
but it's more beneficial, and it's more of a job security because as a server, one day you could come in and make $300, and then one day you could come in and make $50.
That's a fact. So now, now falls back to what I said. Wherever you slack at,
Yeah.
your significant other is supposed to pick up, no matter who it is, vice versa. If she's slacking as a man, you're supposed to pick up.
So you don't think after a certain time, and Dummy, I'm gonna let you chime in, but you don't think after a certain time that person is gonna get tired of picking up the slack?
I mean, that's a fact. But this is why I said there's a million ways to make $1 million. If your mindset is just on one way to make that dollar, then truthfully, she's not gonna really jack it. If you don't have a hustler's mentality, like you can make $1 out of anything. Out of anything. You feel me? Look at it when they was kids in high school. Not everybody had to sell drugs or do certain things. Bro, you go hit Costco, you feel me? You go hit Costco, buy that box of candy that got 40 in it for $15, and then go sell it on the train for $1 a piece.
We got a caller calling in right now. Caller, thank you for calling Vibes Out Thursday.
DTF Radio About Thursdays. State your name and where you calling from?
Voice, let's go, voice.
Sir.
Turn voice up. Turn voice up a little bit. I can't hear him. Yeah, I can hear you now, bro. What's going on, voice? Queen's heavy in the building. Queen's get the money. What's up? So, voice, you know the topic we talking about right now? You've seen it on the live. All right. So, how you feel about that? Okay, so the question is, can you mess or deal with or date someone who is in a different tax bracket than you, especially as a man? So if your girl makes $150K a year and you make $50K, would you be able to date that person? If you can't hear, go ahead and download that app. There's no way for me to put him on speaker because you're not going to be able to hear it. Okay. So you're saying you would not date who? So you don't care what a woman makes. Okay. So let me ask you a question, because not everybody has that mind frame. Not everybody has that mindset. Some people think and feel like, yo, you know what? If she makes more than me, she makes more than me. And some people feel like if she makes more than me, it makes me feel less of a man.
Facts.
I mean, that's all. That sounds good, boys, but let's be real. In this day and age, how many people really say that? Okay. 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 That's a fact, but that don't happen too often. But boys, we got another caller. Let me get this other caller in real quick.
Say your name and where you from, if you call it DTF.
Hello? Alright, caller, hang on. Caller, please call back. Please call back. Please call back. But like I was saying, like,
hold on, Chef. Before you even get there,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm sitting here watching the live. For everybody that cannot hear what's going on the phone, there is no way that we can make them hear you any better without you downloading that DTF Radio app on Google Play if you have Android, and the App Store if you have iPhone. Please. let's like how to work with us was compromise. Go download that app. We got a caller. Thanks for calling DTF. Say, what's your name? Where you from? Okay, caller, where you from? Oh.
Okay. 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 Uh-huh. So just for the people who's online right now that doesn't have the app, we have a caller who happens to be my aunt. She's on the phone and she's saying that women look for guys with potential. Now, what I have to say to that is probably at a certain time this was true, and maybe for some women now, but I know a lot of females, if you're not getting to that bag now, they would not even look your way. I'm just saying. I'm just being real. Okay. Okay. But what if, would you disagree with me in saying, if you feel like you're already at that pinnacle in your life, if you're already at that pinnacle in your life, put DTF and let me pin it with the phone number. If you're at that pinnacle in your life as a young adult, right? Would you say that you would be stepping back? You would be stepping back with the phone number. You would be stepping back if you dated someone who is not where you are. Okay. 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 But so you're saying you would not have a problem. You would not have a problem in dating someone who is not where you are, and that shouldn't matter. Is what you're saying. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Thank you for calling in. We got a more mature point of view because my aunt is not old. She's just more mature. You know what I'm saying? And she gets in the bag just to let you know. Thank you for calling in. Shout out to Breezy Obama on the live. But like I was saying, so now the reason why I asked that question, because I'm about to put a twist to this. I'm about to put a twist to this whole situation. Now, let's say you're getting to the bag. I'm about to switch this whole thing up now. You're getting to the bag, ladies. You're getting to the bag, right? And when you get to the bag, you just so happen to find someone else. They're not doing the same thing as you are, but they're getting to the bag. They're into street pharmaceuticals.
Okay.
Street pharmaceuticals. Would you date that person if you know that you really love or care for that person?
All right, can I?
Go ahead, chime in, go ahead.
I got something to say on this one, right?
Go ahead.
Now, the reason why I said that is because it doesn't matter if you're like, all right, for me, I'm gonna go back on the eye. I can't do that, right?
Okay.
Because my girl is trying to be a lawyer.
Okay.
Right? So now, what do I look like doing stuff like that, jeopardizing her future?
Okay.
You get what I'm trying to say? How does that make me look as a man when I want her to do better and I'm pushing her to do better so we can both grow together? But I'm out here in the streets wilding, doing dirt.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this though. Y'all really love each other. You feel me? That's your lifestyle, and she's trying to better her lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
You would separate yourself in order for her to continue her pursuit? What if she doesn't want to? What happens then?
If she doesn't want what? Like become loyal?
If she doesn't want you to go.
I mean, at the end of the day, you're supposed to do what's best for each other.
Okay.
That's how I see it. So
but let's be real. Let's be real. What's shout to Breezy Obama in the building, yo, Marv, what up?
It's all in the mindset. It's all in the mindset of who that person is. Because listen to what Voice of Queens was saying.
Right.
You know,
right.
He's basically saying for him he doesn't matter because he's a different breed. And what did I say earlier?
But everybody is different when it comes to certain things. But when I speak, I'm talking about being in general. The general mind state of a woman, and again, I'm not coming for my ladies, but the general mind state of a woman is my man should be able to take care of me. My man is supposed to be able to spoil me. My man is supposed to be able to give me certain things that I may want or need. Now, when you're in a different tax bracket, certain things changes then. Whether we want to admit that or not, if I'm making 150K, 200K as a woman, and I'm used to certain lavish lifestyle, I'm used to eating certain places, so on and so forth, and then you can't provide that for me, it's gonna be a little bit weird, it's gonna be a little bit different. Would you be able to handle that? You feel me? And vice versa. Like as a man, I feel like as a man, you wouldn't really necessarily look for that because now you're a provider. But as a woman, in this day and age, I feel like we view things a lot differently.
Okay.
If you understand what I mean.
No, I understand, but then that separates, then I'm gonna look at it as that separates from little girls from grown women. Because if that's all, or if that's all she wants, go get the man. If that's all they're looking for, you feel me? At the end of the day, like I said, I was raised by my grandfather. So, and it's funny that you brought up this topic because we had this conversation the other day. As he explained, he said if y'all gonna be in a relationship, y'all gonna be together, it doesn't matter how much either or makes. Both of y'all come in at the end of the week with y'all check, throw it in the middle of the table. Come with the next check, throw it in the middle of the table. Come with the next check, throw it in the middle of the table.
How often
and make sure, hold on.
Go ahead.
And it's supposed to make sure, and that's supposed to take care of bills, utility, whatever. Whatever's left over, you know, it's supposed to take care of your whole personal or your whatever y'all need as together. You know, now, how often does that really happen? Slim to none.
But that's what I'm saying. We gotta be realistic.
But I can agree with that. But I remember when I speak, I speak for me.
Okay.
I always speak for me and mine. Because that's what we do. You get what I'm trying to say? I don't have a car. But we all know I'm on parole. I can't drive. But does that mean I'm not gonna help her take care of her car?
I just feel like this is how I feel. I feel like a man, and guess what? It's right now. It's all men in here right now. How often do you see? How often does a woman sit there and be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna take care of my entire family versus a man doing that.
Respectfully. I mean,
and then you're viewed. If you do that as a man, you're viewed as you know what? You're a deadbeat.
Okay.
Versus if the shoes was on the other feet, a woman would not be looked at that way.
Okay. Respectfully.
Do you agree or disagree?
I mean, I agree. I mean, we go. I can agree and I can't agree. I can agree and disagree, but I got Breezy Obama in here, right?
Shout out to my guy Breezy Obama in the building, man.
I want to get his input on it.
So Breezy, what's going on, man?
What's going on? VybeoutThursdays.
VybeoutThursdays. You know my guy Breezy in here, man.
Shout out to my guys.
Yeah, man. So first and foremost, that's Silky.
That's a Velveeta.
That's the Velveeta.
Yeah.
Velveeta. Where can the people find the Velveeta, man? Where can the people find the Velveeta?
Yeah, you can go to alldurags.com. It's black owned. Feel me? Check that out. Alldurags.com. I got velvet, silkies, hot compression. You know, I got masks and bonnets are definitely here for the ladies. So, you know what I mean? And if you're in the tri-state area, I can definitely come pull up on you.
We're here for the direct culture.
We'll come out at you and we will
Just went out.
but we will definitely
All right.
shout out to the whole gang.
I mean, shout out Breezy Lake. He's one of the sponsors. Breezy Lake Show is actually one of the sponsors of VybeoutThursdays, DTF Radio. So if y'all ever up, what is it, at 10 p.m.?
Mondays through Saturdays, I'm here. 10 p.m. to whatever.
I know it was a little.
It goes down until 5:30 in the morning.
Respectfully, you know, we kind of are in a jam with my page, which is @_Breezy Obama. You can still follow me.
Okay.
We will be back strong on there. You know, over 11K on that. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Thanks to y'all. So, you know what I mean? Keep following that. But starting tonight, I'm going live on the Breezy Lake Show.
So forever, from now on, when
I ain't gonna say for now. I'm saying tonight.
Tonight.
And I feel it.
You feel it?
So, yeah.
All right. I ain't going front.
If
y'all don't tune in, y'all gotta tune in. President Breezy Obama had to get on the podium and speak because there's a black on black crime. And all he wanted was so
listen, look, they think that I'm picking sides sometimes, but I'm really for like everyone to just be peaceful.
For the people,
I really want peace. You know, I think we should be able to say whatever we want,
respectfully.
but you're gonna have to deal with the consequences also.
That's a fact. I got 17 seconds, guys.
Also, we gotta be respectful. We gotta say that. At the same time, respectful.
Then we're gonna came down and then we're gonna come right back to Breezy, alright?
So before we go, download that DTF Radio app, call in, chime in, tune in, everybody. With the number is actually 347-721-3161. That is 347-721-3161 on DTF Radio. 347-721-3161.
What you said?
Yo, I'm not dealing with it today.
Yeah.
Like, yo, all jokes aside, man, like, this is what I love, bro. You feel me? Because that's offending. But I want to talk about something. I want to talk about the 4th of July. Like, how do you feel like that's going to turn out?
Alright, so Project Lake, 4th of July, Project Lake. And we're not celebrating 4th of July.
No, we're just
It's not
celebrating
this
Project Lake.
Maybe not ever again.
We're not celebrating.
I mean, that's not my business to talk about again. We're going to be here another time.
All right.
But respectfully, on the 4th, we're celebrating #Project Lake. That's all of us who've been together through this pandemic and, you know, hard times. First it was just a sickness that was killing us. Then, you know, we have to remind us that, you know, we need to deal with period. So it's just like, but we also had stuff together and, you know, just go with a bond and more like family and stuff like that.
That's a fact.
So I don't see that happen until July 4th.
Okay. So Breezy, what makes your show one of the hottest, if not the hottest, on Instagram live right now?
I'm like,
Hey, it's a Ben Trey checking in. What's up?
it's honest. Everything about the show is just, you know, it's nothing fake. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing like, oh my god, they ass. It's a bullshit. This is a vibe. We have cried on there. You feel me? Like, we have talked about serious things, things that have hurt people dearly, and people have, you know, opened up to be able to, you know what I mean, and talk about that. And also we have pulled up on people. You know what I'm saying?
Respectfully. We've had relationships happen
We
over
have
there.
relationships on there, breakups. School that you were looking for moves.
Nah, don't say that, Mom. I'm not looking for a moose no more. Everybody that know me,
But respectfully, it's the show.
yeah, but if y'all on there and y'all know I was looking for a moose back then, nah, I upgraded. I'm looking for a deer now. I'm looking for a deer now, you know. I mean, moose got too hectic for me. Somebody called us a deer sound. I don't know. It's just solid. That's what I want. I want a solid. I want
So how do you find a deer for school? Let's do it.
a deer or a deer. Like, I'm not doing this. I gotta do something.
Yeah, but I think it's just a funny thing.
Okay.
You know, anything can happen. It's literally anything.
Anything.
I mean, not to talk about it too much, but what's one of the highlights, or what's one of the, can you list like a couple of the craziest things that's happened on the lake? Like, you know what I'm saying? Now without giving away too much. Not with giving away too much, but what's some of the crazy, like, give us like 2 or 3 crazy things that went down on the lake?
Alright, definitely we had 2 females, during the quarantine, one traveled to one house and get in the shower together with milk and stuff like that.
I think that was the first time I took it. I got one.
Someone definitely got busy in there. So sex, respectful.
Respectful.
Respectful sex. I want to say, a lot of people might be like, yo, this is like, nah, you're lying. Like, some of these things are like tastefully happening. You know what I'm saying? If you get what that means. I mean, it's not like, okay, maybe there's some nights where you see like, wow, okay? But some of these things that happen is very like, it's a vibe. So we have seen that. We've seen, what else? We've seen Dave somebody pull out props before I, we see people get put in jail.
That's a fact. They've been to the Breezy Lake Court.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that. I think I was a jury that one.
Respectfully, one of the hottest DJs on the lake, and I say that with more respect. Shout out to all my DJs out there, but
Shout out to
but listen, man. The fourth
It's a vibe.
is gonna be a vibe. It's gonna be nothing but good vibes. Shout out to everybody on the lock right now that is tuned into Breezy. Like he said, there's a different page right now. I just turn the camera back around on him. Let them know what that page is again one more time.
Tonight we are going live at the Breezy Lake Show page.
Okay.
Just let's see how it goes. Let's find out. Listen, I tell people we don't really worry about numbers, but the community is the number. So we come in deep, and that's what that matters. We rock out and shit.
I got one more question for you. How did the whole Breezy Lake started? Like, what inspired you to be like, you know what? I want one of the hottest shows on IG Live. I got some of the hottest females, some of the, you know what I'm saying? And I say this respectfully.
Some of the hot.
I mean,
the hot, bad, good. It doesn't matter. All of them are there. Like, everyone who is somebody in their life is there.
by the way, do celebrities be coming through on the Breezy on the lake? Do you pop up? We're not going to talk about it. All right, so we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it. So I mean, me personally, if you want me to talk about it,
what's your highlight of the show? Scooter, so far, Scooter has came in season 4, and they said season 4 has been one of the spicy seasons.
Season 4 is definitely by far for Chef the best season there was.
I don't know about that.
I am just saying. I'm pretty sure people out there would agree with me. I've been there for season 3. Season 4 got it for me though. I'm just saying. Some of the spice from the first episode in season 4, it was wicked. We were about 10 minutes in? About 10 minutes and it got spicy. But I'm saying though, back to the initial question, what made you start out with the lake? Like what happened? What inspired you?
And I feel like, when you're in a room and things are happening and you're like, wait. Wait a minute. Respectfully? Yeah. This is something good.
Okay.
And it was really just like, all right, I want someplace for all of us to come hang out and chill. And then it became like, all right, now I gotta put on a show for y'all. I gotta really give y'all. Every week we was doing like, 1 week we did Patrick. We did Players Ball. We did 90s. You feel me? So we keep it fresh.
And the beach theme.
I ain't gonna say anything.
For me tuning in to the Breezy Lake, you feel me? I don't even tune in to Tory Lanez or Boozy. But for me tuning in to Breezy Lake, I feel like it's AIM chat room, but just virtual. Like it's a visual AIM chat room. Remember what it means to be in an AIM chat room? Should be spicy. You hit you on the side of your word. That's your name. What's the pics of the AOL? And now, you feel me?
Shots of the video.
She made me a porn.
Wait, wow.
But yo, everything. But yo, respectfully though, like that's the vibes I get off of the Breezy Lake show as me tuning in as a new member. I got dared to do some ridiculous, outrageous shit.
Scooter came in strong.
People, the dares on the Breezy
Scooter,
Lake.
tell me the dare you had to do.
That's neither here nor there. I'm
Just
saying.
tell me for the people that missed that eventful night.
I mean, all right. So one of the days that I had to do, it was like I think it was one of my boots that told me to do it. I had to make a contraption. You feel me? And respectfully, I could have put it in the oven and cooked it, but what was it? Flour, egg, barbecue sauce, cinnamon, and mix it up. And I had to eat that. Word of my mother, I wanted to throw up and show the face that made me do it.
And we got school to dance.
Did you go belly dance on there?
Huh?
Did you go belly dance on there?
Was that a belly dancer?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna front. Tell your girl to chop in that song, and then she gonna see what kind of belly dance I do. I was definitely whining. Them hips work.
Wow. I said wow.
You was whining.
I had to do something for the ladies. You know.
I heard a situation with Sarah and all that
a little further away.
That's big, 6 feet. Social distance. like, I mean, and a lot of people laugh though. But I bet money, because when it comes to Breezy, no, I'm always gonna sponsor this show, whatever he asks for. I bet money that a lot of people won't even dare came up and do a dare. Like, you feel me? I tried to get somebody to kill themselves on the show. I was like, yo, run head first to the car. Like, I wanted to see it. I wanted to see if it would happen. I just wanted to see what happened.
I'll say this, because they just know this on the key respect.
Alright.
Someone who have given some of the craziest day, I'm gonna give the promo for the service. Shout out to my guy, Big Chris. Shout out to him out here doing that's right. But it's Chris has given some of the most dangerous dares.
Dangerous.
And I just want to put that out there just because you try to sue the lake. That's not me.
It's Chris. It's Chris.
She'll take it too.
Huh?
Yeah. Why you smile like that?
Huh? Nah, it's Chris. That's it's Chris. Like, because it's Chris. It's Chris. I just said.
Can I ask a question? I need y'all to call up. Can they
Definitely call up. I'm about to pick the number right now.
call up right now? We talking about.
My top girl is actually at home.
Okay.
It's Chris.
Good answer. What?
Real. Baby, I love you.
Listen, don't get in trouble with me.
No, I'm
on VybeoutThursdays.
I said my girl.
Not the link.
I said my girl. My girl. I love you.
Wow.
No, that's not good. That's not good. Just you'll edit that out.
That might get it out. He's like,
Bro, he's the only nigga that wear the mask. He's different.
yo, he don't. I had my mask on too, so I was like,
All right. That influence.
So let's talk about it. So who's the hottest? We said top 5. Oh, somebody's calling in.
Hold on, you get a call.
We got a caller in.
DTF Radio, VybeoutThursdays, police station, even where you from?
Shine extra.
extra. We know about it.
My son extra.
Extra shit, bro.
What's the word? I appreciate you, man.
This guy.
Shout out to one of the original Lakers that's calling in right now.
Extra has records. Like I don't think like Scooter, respectfully, you're gonna have to really battle Extra at some point. Cause nah, I'm just saying, Scooter's gonna have to like he's not gonna see Extra right now. 'Cause Extra got he got a couple titles on the way. You feel me?
Like, what you mean battle?
I mean the ladies love Extra, and I know Scooter
because he likes it. Ladies love light skin. They love a crisp. You know, I gotta give it extra, but ladies love a Chris Brown, Trey Songz type nigga. Like, you feel me? I'm brown skinned. We ain't got nobody in the game that's in it. You feel me?
You know what? You know what I mean? You know what? I'm with my brother, my black brother, so like, you know what I mean? Yo, you're not gonna edit that up, right? You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about it, people.
Now, actually, can you answer one question?
Something to this.
Because Chef made it hot a little bit. I asked
Again.
Can you ask? I want you to answer one question before you leave. Because Chef made it hot. What is one of the craziest moments on the lake? crazy shit. But what to you? Just the craziest moment to you.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Next caller.
Next caller.
Next caller. Next caller.
DTF Radio about Thursdays. We say it in.
I said, wow. Oh man, y'all go ahead, download the app. If you cannot hear what's going on the phone, you're missing out so much. Download that DTF Radio app right now so you can hear what's going on, and you can still tune in on my IG Live.
It's on Google Play and App Store, just in case you don't got that surveillance camera phone. You got the app. I ain't gonna front. Anybody with an Android give me like telling about it. Nah, they didn't tell me about it. It's DTF Radio, no spaces, DTF Radio app on Google Play or on the App Store if you got an iPhone. If you got an Android, it's now.
So
Hold on.
we got another caller.
DTF Radio about Thursdays. May I ask who's calling?
My son Shelf, what's good, my brother?
Shout. What's up?
What you got for briefing?
He said, congratulations to Breezy for the most fire show.
Shout, thank you. 103rd, 105th shit, yeah?
Wow, that's a lot.
103rd, 105th shit, right around the corner, yeah? Look at Chef, thank you.
Yo, why the black man gotta get all this hate, man? I'm just saying, I'm showing appreciation to the people on the live, man.
Yeah, I'm
Better Paul. Okay.
Yo, Chef, Chef, I know you got a lot of sweet things on your list.
Shell got a lot of things.
You got a lot of
Things. Got some things.
You know, he be coming with the shirt on, trying to hook it up with the ladies. You know?
Some more light skin shit.
Somebody's gonna make shit.
So, I got a question for you. What was the craziest, one of the craziest things or episodes that you saw on the lake? When Lance did the what?
Last night.
When she did the dance?
Nah, you didn't see the life of last night?
Nah, what happened last night?
Respectfully.
I knocked out.
Yeah, respectfully, I know we're gonna say shit. But ask Chef what she did, bro.
Shell, what she did, man? Talk to us. What?
Wait, she did what on do-rag? She said some do-rag?
Nah.
She put a dildo on her head.
It gets wild, baby. Like I said, my
She went in
that's
the
a
store.
fact.
She went in the store with the dildo on her head, not for a condom.
Listen, it gets wild, man. It gets wild on the lake. It gets wild
Shout out to
on
my
the
guy,
lake.
Chef.
I'm gonna repeat that one more time. She put a dildo on her head, walked in the store, and asked for a condom.
Yes, sir.
What's her IG?
What, you know what? Yo, Chef, I appreciate you. We gonna holler at you.
Shout out to my guy's top shelf, man.
Yo, man. Shout out for Breezy Lake Show for having one of the top things right now. This is epic. This is epic. We got Breezy Obama on Mama.
We got Breezy Obama in the building, man.
Oh, somebody said the funniest shit they saw is when real big banged her head in my box. That was wild too.
Yo, I saw that actually when you did the highlight reel. Wait,
She had a
like,
concussion for real.
Bird? She's stupid.
She's a
It's alright. She's a super
You
stupid.
know what you say, Bill? I say great.
No, you know, it's what's that show that was on MTV?
Jackass.
What? Listen, man. Listen, if you have not followed him go ahead and follow him right now. Follow Easy Obama right now, because it gets wild, it gets crazy. Make sure y'all go ahead and call in. Call in, let's talk about it. Now, Reese, question. So, what do you expect? Like, what are some of the things that will be happening on the lake, at the lake barbecue? Like, what are some of the things that the people could expect?
First, I want to tell people, barbecues are awesome. They're great. I love it. Get that shit out there. Respectful.
Yeah.
You should hear what I'm
It's a
because this is going to be an experience. I want you guys to be able to come and enjoy the show. If you see the show, and also it is not like, I can't really, we're only like in phase 3, 4, and it's like a private location. So I can't open it to everyone as much as I could. Look, I wish we could have, because our numbers have gone up before. You feel me? It's nice that we done hit 7. Okay. Total. Let me not stretch it. But 2 something, straight, 3, I mean, it happens. Mm-hmm. Anything can happen. Right? Okay. But so at the party, at the event, at the lake, at the barbecue, it will be the show lot, the experience of you seeing bears, us asking questions, joking around, Don't do that. Games. Don't even look at me. Games. What kind of names on? I got names on. Chef, I know you in the.
Respectfully,
yeah, he's gonna make sure he DJ while I will be
DJing. And if you know, it's gonna be vibes, it's gonna be fun. So Chef would not be able to participate.
We don't face street parties.
And I'm lost, so I can't even really do much on here.
But I could tell you this. It's gonna be fun.
This is the part of the clip right here where Lonzo inserts where you guys actually do some of this. I'm just gonna leave it right there.
I will say this, it's gonna be fun.
And my shit is vodka, I'm probably
it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be lots of food, it's gonna be good vibes, good people, you know what I'm saying? DJ. DJ Chef will definitely be on the ones and threes.
I'm gonna be practicing so I can DJ.
They'll definitely
shout out to DJ Chris Cash.
Chris Cash will be here.
King Zay.
Reese is gonna be in the building, that's my son.
Shout out to DJ Castle.
Castle will be in the building as well.
Word?
I was trying to get my boy Darby to pull up, but Darby, you know what I'm saying, he's a boss. He's gonna be able to.
I got treat activities with
famous home.
Daffy.
Daffy.
Word, poor soul, they killed my son. They killed my son.
My son Daffy would definitely be in the building.
He was a good kid.
Respectfully,
I'm not gonna front. Like, if I come to the barbecue, bro, nobody better pass me no hot dog if they want to put that shit with some rice and some macaroni cut up. I want to look like a middle. Pass me the glizzy, I'm throwing that shot. Respectfully.
Because I'm recording
It's called an Ayo sandwich.
And pause with the Ayo sandwich. Yo, we can't even go to a barbecue and have
Listen, you cannot even enjoy your meal with the team around there.
It's over.
I'm fighting. I'm gonna be on the side.
So who's grilling?
Nah, I definitely got. I'm gonna have food by your boy in. I'm gonna have Chef Son there. You know what I mean? He said there will be some chef meals there.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
Mind you, it's more. Let me tell you how much of a community this is. You feel me? Like, entrance is free. Okay, food is free. The vibe is free.
Don't ask me. That's
the only thing you gonna respectfully have to pay for is drinks. Because I don't want you to get too.
And it's still not gonna be crazy.
It's not gonna be bomb anyway. I want you guys to have a good time. I want you to be able to come and sit down and like you sit down watching the Arsenio or the SNL show. This is just not skits. This is just real life. Real life stuff. Real life things that make us who we are, who we enjoy, or stuff that actually we're hiding.
Are we gonna? Is this going to YouTube? Huh? Can this hit YouTube? This
I don't want to tell you that yet.
Bro, this shit hit YouTube and y'all got me doing wacky shit. I'm ready.
Number one, I'm just hyped on that VybeoutThursdays. You feel me? So if I'm here, I can go anywhere from here. I'm good. You feel me?
Yeah, let him tell it. Let him tell it. I mean, I got introduced to the world because of Breezy Lake. I'm in.
Just for that, I'm gonna try to put you down there.
Nah, wow. It's alright. It's alright. I'm not coming. I got the road.
That'll go. You good now. You good. So y'all still running away from
What was the question?
Alright, so my top girls.
Okay.
Definitely Juicy.
Nigga said, you know when a nigga say a name is like, that means you just ate it.
Juicy.
You know
what I'm saying? Juicy. Forbidden definitely. Neeks definitely.
Oh, you said Neeks. I mean, all the Neeks. This guy Neeks.
You don't need.
We gonna take away the S.
And
N-I-K. Oh, Neek. Shout out to Neek.
Reese. Definitely. My partner.
Reese. So, Reese, Neek, Forbidden, Juicy.
Wait, I missed one. And Wednesday.
Wow.
That's a solid top 5 right there,
Shout out
man.
to my guy, Carson. So what you talking about?
Who?
What's your top 5 moves?
My
Top 5 moves.
my girl.
That?
My girl.
Is that Daphne?
First black.
Wow. So you're gonna disown her now that you're on the radio?
No, you know
That's
why?
wild.
You know why?
Was Daphne not supposed to ride a scooter?
Wow, not no more.
Wow.
You know why?
You
You know why? Do you know why I'm not letting her ride the scooter?
Why?
Because she said she stopped calling her a moose. First thing first, if I call a girl a moose, take that as a compliment. Those are some unique animals. It's like,
I don't know why you called her anyway.
huh? Because they was too, they not, I mean, they're above a platypus, and they're not Beyonce. So they're a moose.
Wait, you
Yes.
said he named girl a moose because they're above platypus.
Yes.
He doesn't hate platypus.
I hate the little fucking shit.
Okay, so she doesn't like the bottom of the barrel.
Cause how you a duck and a beaver? They like, come on.
That's a great compliment.
Okay.
Hate platypus.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so, and it's not Beyonce?
You're not a Beyonce.
So, anything under Beyonce is moose?
It's like deer, moose,
Wow.
poodle.
What?
Poodles is cute.
No, you get an animal? You get a family?
If I call you my moose, take that into consideration.
Is that what you do at home when you go to show? Like,
No. Actually, when I go to my show, they're like, they, you know, how you doing, like me.
So she's Beyonce.
My baby, she's better than Beyonce. That's
how you supposed to do it.
You feel me? That's my better than Beyonce. But anything that's not my girl, you're an animal.
No, not that one. You said anything that's not that.
I'm at that.
No, go ahead.
No, he's a liar.
That's him. Okay, yeah.
He's a liar.
That's him. But,
That's a liar.
I mean,
So, question, Breezy. Before the Breezy Lake show, because people think that you're not a hustler, you don't know how to get to the bag. You know, you'll probably you're always home. Before the lake, what would be Breezy about?
like, I don't want to sound.
I mean, let's talk about it,
I
man.
don't want to sound a certain way, but you could really just like look, you know,
Okay.
like you know,
Basically, Google it.
Not Google.
No, Google it.
If you're on Instagram, you can see my page. I've been doing heavy, like I said, shout out to people that have been rocking with me, Tim for not, these are like the core. You get what I'm saying? So viral. You know, we've been viral a couple times.
Breezy has been viral. Snoop Dogg has reposted him.
Snoop.
Actually, a couple celebrities have
I had
reposted him.
Safari,
Yeah.
Casanova, Shane.
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Shane Moon did propose him with
Nah, I didn't get the pearl on the Shane Moon. I think I got the pearl. I got the pearl every bounce pearl.
Are you looking on YouTube with the pearl?
The pearl on YouTube, respectfully on YouTube, Street Watches Radios.
Okay.
I got there, you know, where media, you know, gossip stuff like that. Keeping in tune with what's going on in life, talking to people. So we up there 5K subscribers over there.
5K.
And
Subscribe.
YouTube, I will say. You know what I mean? So shout out to YouTube.
That's all he's gonna say.
So, and then also parties.
Okay.
You know, I'm really outside.
So, would you say, are you a DJ or what?
I can say eyeballs. I can say eyeballs.
He's gonna say I
I
eat.
can say eyeballs. I'm gonna say I try.
Okay.
I mean, I try to do what I can do. Okay. I try to touch that. My way is like, you get some love everywhere, man. I just show so much love. It's not gonna do it. That's a fact. And it's natural. So I touched it. We did what we do. Shout out to the community day over there. Shout out to everybody that branched out off of that to be baby. So I feel like we did good.
Okay, I got one more question before we get to Darby. Darby about to spit for a little bit. It's 5:45. One more question. So Breezy, what would you say is the hardest part of the league, like controlling the league or just having a show? Period. What's the hardest part about it? Is it getting the games together? Is it dealing with the people? Like, what's the hardest part?
Yeah, I really ask questions. They are official.
The issue is
I would say the hardest part is really just trying to put myself first.
okay. What do you mean by that?
I don't look at it like, you know, like a lot of people look like at, you know, Breezy Lake Show. You think I'm all Breezy. Like I have enough content to last the 60 hours on Instagram that I have to just play. I could just sit here and, you know, joke about what I want to joke about.
Right.
I could sit here and, you know, there's a lot of things I might want to do, but I put others, you know what I mean, in front more, like, I don't care about opinions. So I don't want anybody send me a suggestion box.
Right.
But I do care about feelings. And I care about what it might do. I think outside the box. I think about how can we have fun? Or how can it twist? You know what I mean? I think, how am I gonna make y'all night
Better.
more, you know what I mean?
More enjoyable.
Yeah. So I really don't, I'll stand up for 6 hours. You know what I mean? And it's not something you think about. So it's something that later on will bother me. So, but I think that's the hard part. I think I need to at some point, but I really can't.
So after quarantine, because right now we phase 2, is this something that you plan to continue doing?
Got this on. Look, I say this. Started delayed. Show. Okay. I fucked up.
You got it.
I fucked up. Yeah, excuse my French.
Shall we be good?
Y'all finished up.
Oh.
Okay, I say that because now it's like, you know, there's out of the lake. When I say the lake, I mean the show. Out of the show, people have, you know, gone outside of quarantine to link up and become friends.
Yeah, official friends.
And
Not
like,
even
people are
though.
friends, they're not fake friends. You get what I'm saying? It's like one of those things like, I don't know who I can speak to anymore. That's, you know, they can never, like, I don't have no private, like, I'm a private guy. You know what I'm saying? I get, you know what I'm saying? But that's because everybody, but it's also a good thing. Which means everybody's connected. So, you know, it's gonna overtime. We're gonna make it happen somehow. You know, even if we have to change the time, the lake will live on. Hashtag be real the lake.
I mean, I got a question for two questions actually. Where do you see the Breezy Lake in 5 years? And are you willing to turn the Breezy Lake show into like a reality series?
Yeah, man. 5 years, it could be anything from its own private membership only club that only if you know you got a card that you can get into. In 5 years, like, I would love to give everybody a chance to have their own pathway to the door. You know what I'm saying? So if we could be a network and everybody is, if we could be a network and everybody got their own spin-off, that would be great. If we could be just, you know, our own community where we raise enough money to do anything we want at a certain place. You know, 5 years we're gonna be doing trips, you know, and that's before 5 years. I see us taking trips all together. I see us renting out places for us. I mean, there's a lot of different businesses on the lake itself. You know, shout out to Lone Styles. Shout out to also Forbidden. She does paintings and she does photography. Prize Film, Photography Center, Old Do Rags. You feel me? Huggy. lit mix. You feel me? There's Ricky Chef, the chef himself. There's DJs, there's Scooter, the personality who wanna rap, Scooter. There's so many different avenues and so many different, like authentic people that that the branches could go anywhere. And I feel like that the way I am, I'll catch it before you. I was thinking about that, like I already said. It's called Inception.
It's called Shut Up. That's what's up, man. I mean, shout out Breezy Obama. Shout out Breezy Lake for actually being one of the sponsorships. He actually said one of the businesses that he shouted out. Shout out Huggy Bears NYC. That is Huggy Bears NYC. If you would like to go get a bottle for cheap, holla at Huggy Bears NYC on 100. And actually, he's another sponsor. Yeah. Your boy Scooter be up back in the building. You already know DTF Radio Vibe Out Thursdays every Thursday from 4 to 7. We are here with Rockin' Now with the official DJ Chef and DJ Darby on the 1 and 4s. We was dead ass wild and I ain't going front. Shout out my guy Jake Breezy working at Cam, man. You was doing your thing. Earlier we had the infamous Breezy Obama. That's how you know it's infamous. We had the infamous Breezy Obama up on Vibe Out Thursdays. And I was like, I think that's actually like, I'm not gonna say it, but I like this one because I have the jokes. But we did our thing today. We definitely did this thing today. That's actually shout out to the Breezy Lake Show, one of our sponsors. Shout out to Huggy Bears NYC. That is Huggy Bears NYC. HUGGYBEAR NYC on a $100 bottle and more. Use promo code VybeOutThursdays. VybeOutThursdays will be the promo code. Just give him and let him know that VybeOutThursdays will extend you. Now we're gonna go into topic time again with the chef. Because I don't know what it is with the topics. We have everybody in the room, we going crazy. Definitely gonna get Derby involved. Darby, right? I apologize. Love you, bro. You're gonna have him involved in this situation. So chef, take us off.
Alright, welcome back. Shout out to my man Darby, you know what it is, my brother definitely turned out.
Okay, Darby.
I'm Rome. Doesn't make sure you tune in 4 to 7. We are here, we are live. Go ahead and download that app, that DTF Radio app. If you don't have it, you cannot hear when the calls go in. So when we go live, you do not know what they're saying. You do not know what they're saying. Go ahead and share the live as well. But let's talk about it, people. So, we talk about relationships all the time. We talk about like the stuff that people don't want to talk about. One of the things that I know a lot of people don't talk about is when you find the opposite sex attractive, what happens? So, for instance, if you're out and about with your shorty, your girlfriend, your wife, should you be able to look and compliment the opposite sex?
If you don't want to get yourself into trouble, you should.
What was that?
Eyes straight. I said if you don't want to get yourself into an argument, eyes straight, mouth shut. For me.
It's good. Do you agree?
I have to agree with that one. But it depends on the relationship you have with yourself.
I mean, if your girl and all that, she's have all that. Other than
But let's talk about it. She don't have to be into a threesome for y'all to be out and about and have fun. You walking with your babe, you know what I mean? Y'all walking through a room, 30 minutes long, whatever y'all want. Right?
Right.
And you go like this. You're in a food court, you know what I mean? You tap your girl like, damn, she gonna find that. Just joking with you. You know what I mean? There's either two things she gonna do. She gonna look, or she gonna get mad.
So this is how I feel about the situation. And y'all fellas, I'm a little bit older, but at the same time, I feel like this is what it's supposed to be. Now, if I'm out and about with my shorty, my girl, whoever I'm talking to, if we can't have an open relationship enough that I could be like, that I can say like, hey, you know what, she's alright or she looks good. As a matter of fact, even if my girl, the girl that I'm married with, the girl that I'm talking to, if she can't say, hey, she has a nice butt, or she looks pretty, or she looks beautiful, like, what type of relationship are you in? Because for me, it's like, when you're together, it doesn't mean that you're oblivious to what's happening around you. It doesn't mean that you don't see what's happening around you. it doesn't mean that you're not gonna get complimented, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like people think as soon as you get into a relationship, all of that stops. And that doesn't make sense to me. Why should it stop? Like, why can't you and your significant other talk about it? Does that make sense or not? Do I make sense what I'm saying?
It's just like a lot of women nowadays, not just a lot, but like there's women in the world that are insecure, so like you can't even like joke around with them in that type of way. So like sometimes like joking like that's completely just like off the market. You know what I mean? So you gotta know like who you're dealing with when you want to get into a relationship. If you a goofy person, then you gotta make sure your partner is on the same time.
But that's what I'm saying. It seems like every time, and Nick says, if my man look, then I'm looking, and I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, pretty, or her ass is big. That's what I'm saying. Like, why is it that once you get into a relationship, it becomes all serious? Why is it that it's not the same energy when you first started? Why is it that we cannot look and talk and be open with each other? Like, I feel like, honestly, you know what it is? Everybody feels and thinks that, oh, once you get into a relationship, everything is supposed to change. Hence the reason why, once you get into a relationship and things change, you go distant. Because it's not supposed to change. If it changes, it's supposed to change for the better, not for the worse.
And I agree. Like, I'm the type, everybody knows I know at the end of the day, like I always say when I talk about situation, I always keep the situation on myself. I'm goofy. I play all day. The same way you met me is the same way I would love for you to keep me. Don't try to change me to benefactor your or mold or scope.
Right.
Right? I'm not Plato. We're not gonna do that. And it's vice versa, right? This is why I look at certain men weird. Like if you meet your girl and she was dressed like a certain way or she was acting a certain way when you met her, and then all of a sudden you go out and she has not dressed like this. No.
Shout out to my son DJ Sparks in the building. My CD Sparks. What up?
I feel
definitely got my
accept her for who she is.
It is like if you dating a fire show, you gotta understand that when she puts on a good fit, you just gonna look. You can't tell her how not to dress. It's either like
so I got a question to my people on the live and the people in here right now. Should you be able to tell your significant other what to wear and what not to wear?
What to wear, but like, I feel like there's limits that shouldn't have to be said. Like if you're wearing like booty shorts and then like you barely got like fucking shit that covers your ass cheeks, then like that's like I'm trying.
So what if you met her? What if you met her wearing that?
Then I wouldn't. Keep it as that, bro. Any person I meet at a party or some type of like social event like that, I would never take them serious.
So you feel like if you meet somebody so if you met a girl at the club, you wouldn't take her seriously?
No.
Why not?
What?
Why is that?
Because 9 times out of 10, I've seen what they're like outside of the club, and then.
You know what's crazy? I met my girl at a lounge on Jamaica Avenue.
So you have the ones sitting down?
No. I dropped her.
You what?
I picked her ass up. She was too heavy, and I dropped her. And 10 years later, she's still in my life. Hold on. DTF Radio about Thursdays. Can you say your name? Thanks for calling.
Yo, Sparks, what's good, man? My brother DJ Sparks, Big Queens in the building. What's good, brother? Right. Okay. Okay.
Respectfully.
Okay, so now, Sparks, a lot of females, especially females, will argue this point, right? What if what if you met me dressing that way? You know how I dress. And a lot of females do say this. You know how I dress. You know how I got down before we were together. Why are you trying to change me now? This is how I am, and this is how I should be. Oh, sponsor. Hung up? Oh, we lost connection? All right, cool. Like I said, like, I know a lot of ladies out there, they say the same thing. Oh, chef, you met me this way, or you met me this way, so why is it that you're trying to change me, or why is it that you're trying to tell me how to dress, or how I should look? I mean, to an extent, I agree with Sparks. Like you should have enough respect for your man in order to know, like, yo, I shouldn't, certain things is inappropriate and certain things are. I mean, I feel like, would I tell my girl how to dress? If I'm dating somebody, if I'm dealing with somebody, I would never tell her how to dress. But what I would say is, there's certain things that I feel like should be for my eyes only versus certain things that should be for others, if that makes sense, or for the outside world.
Where do you draw the line on that?
It's guidelines.
So where would I draw the lines on that? All right, so let's say my girl is going out, right? She's going out, and you can see her nipples through her shirt. When I say see her nipples, not like her nipples is hard and
It's like a see-through.
but it's a see-through whatever. I feel like respectfully, as a woman, if you're my woman, I wouldn't want you to wear that because I don't want other men to see what I'm seeing when it comes to that. But let's say she has on the same thing, but she has on that broad panty thing that, you know what I'm saying? It be looking fire. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I don't care about that. At one point, I did. I'm gonna be honest with you. At one point, it was one of those things where I was like, "Oh nah, shorty, you can't wear that. You bugging." Like, what you talking about? But then you get to that maturity level where it's like, alright, so I know that she only messes with me. I know she's only gonna come home with me. I know that she's not going to disrespect me by trying to talk to somebody else. So should I let it rock? Or whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain things that I'm gonna say as a man to her to address the situation. But there's certain things where I feel like, yo, you know what? You can say this and you can say that, but you can't take away certain things from a lady. Especially if you're taking away something from her where she feels like you're taking away her sexuality. And when I say her sexuality, how good she looks. So hold on, let me say something. So let me see what the people are saying on live real quick. So, sir,
Let me ask you something before you
go ahead.
When your girl goes out, is her dancing on another man a form of cheating?
Alright, so guess what? Dog, repeat that question again. So you're saying if your girl goes out and she dances with another man, is that a form of cheating?
Correct.
Definitely not. Do you need me to elaborate on that?
Yes, please.
Alright, so let me elaborate on that. So I'm a West Indian man. Alright? I'm a West Indian man. Shout out to all my proud West Indians out there, alright? Now, when it comes to dancing, there's different forms of dancing, and there's certain songs that I probably would feel away if my girl is dancing with a man with. Now, if it's a slow wine dance, whatever the case is, depending again on the song, I would feel away. But if I'm in Miami Carnival, and I'm dancing, and she's dancing, and we dancing with two different people, I'm definitely not gonna feel away. If I'm in the club, and a song comes on, and everybody's dancing with everybody, I'm not gonna feel away as a West Indian Caribbean man. Now, some people are gonna argue and say, nah, bro, you bugging, like how you won't let your girl dance with another man, bro. Again, it's all about comfortability and the type of relationship that you have with your woman.
Do you know what's happening during the dance, bro?
What's happening during the dance?
My wood is pecking me.
Your wood.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let me put it like this. If, as my woman, you feel that, you're gonna step away. You're gonna step away respectfully. Respectfully, you're gonna step away. You feel me? Now.
Honestly, bro, like I
Okay,
feel like
go ahead.
dancing, that's like the foreplay.
What you mean?
That's setting you up. That's setting
How?
you
It's dancing, bro. Like, that's the thing. We this generation, and when I say this generation, I'm talking about like this around this time. Everybody, they put a bracket on everything that you're doing. You feel me? Now, we can't say stuff like gay. We can't say stuff like that anymore, because as soon as you say something like that, everybody blows the shit out of proportion. And I feel like that's the exact same thing that's happening with the whole dancing thing. Now, my son Sparks said, where is it? It just went. She's not gonna tell you. Sparks, she don't have to tell me that nigga is getting a boner, or son is getting a boner, or she felt whatever. If she felt that as a woman and you not single, you're supposed to step away. The same thing as a man. Like, I've danced with multiple females at multiple parties and not gotten hard, because that's not where my mind is. I'm really dancing. You feel me? If you feel like you're getting to that point, son, it's time for you to step away. It's time for you to go.
See, I ain't gonna front. I can't. No, I'm not saying no, Gubby. I'm not saying that. I can agree with Chef to an extent.
Okay.
You feel me? I can agree with Chef to an extent. Like, if she's not around me, right? Because I know my character. So if she's not around me and she goes to a party or a lounge with her homegirls and she's doing it, I'm perfectly fine with it. You know what I'm trying to say? But if she's around me, just don't do it around me.
So
I'll give you the leeway to do what you want to do, like you got with your friends. Because if I'm at a party or a club, I may do something like, if I get hard, I might sag my pants a little bit more so you feel it. Like, I'm just saying. You feel me? Like, I'm just saying, I might wear sweats to a party on purpose. You feel me? I'm just saying. But if you're comfortable in your relationship, then it should be guidelines, and y'all respect what y'all doing. Hold on.
So we got a call on the line. Go ahead.
DTF Radio VybeoutThursdays. Please say your name. Reese.
Right.
Okay.
Correct. Okay. So you. Okay. So, Reese, I appreciate you for calling in, man. Shout out to sexy ass Reese. What's up, man? Like I said, Sparks, my son Sparks is saying this now. So he said the only dancing his female is doing is the waltz or bachata. You feel me?
Slide to the left.
You feel me? Exactly. And guess what? Can I argue with him or say that he's saying something wrong about that?
Okay, you can't tell someone.
Because exactly. Everybody got a comfortability level, and that's what we not understanding. Like, you have a comfortability level with if you're messing with someone or whatever case is, right? Scooter, same thing for you. Same thing for me. I have a comfortability level where I've been around that for so long. I've been in the DJ business for so long. It be so many times where I'm in a relationship and a girl will come up to me while I'm DJing and she starts dancing. Hold on. She starts dancing with me. As a DJ, you think I'm gonna tell her no? I can't tell her no, because this is a potential fan, or this could be a fan. So I dub her. That's one person that I'm dubbing on some, nah, I can't dance with you, but why not? You feel me? And this is where the whole DJ thing comes in, or DJs a whole, but it's not like that. There's certain things you have to understand. You're in the business, you're in the industry where certain things happen. You feel me? And you just gotta respect that. Same thing with if my girl is dancing with somebody. There's been multiple times when my girl is dancing with somebody, and I'm there. I don't care about that. That doesn't matter to me. It doesn't affect me. You know why? I've gotten to the point where I understand, and she understands. Yo, if I feel like it's disrespectful, if I think it's disrespectful, if you think it's disrespectful, you're gonna step away. I don't have to tell you to step away. You're gonna step away. Or you know what happens with most people? Y'all don't have conversations. Y'all don't talk. You get mad and you blow up. So instead of trying to show each other how you feel or explain to each other how you feel, What do? Yo, you dead ass? You just gonna be in here dancing with a nigga? Whatever the case is, that's the wrong way of handling a relationship. And guess what? Understand this. I didn't get here overnight. Like, certain shit I learned from. Certain things I learned from. Certain things I understand. Like, yo, you know what? When you have a conversation a certain way and when you do certain things, what ends up happening is you either get a positive reaction or a negative reaction. As males, you know what happens? Because we talk to a female degradingly or you talk down to a female, that's the reason why we be getting negative reactions most of the time. If you talk to your female, if you have a conversation, and this is something that I'm still learning right now, I still talk about this even now. Have a conversation with me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Don't talk at me, talk to me. Tell me how you feel. When you tell me how you feel, I could understand a little bit more, I could relate a little bit more, and then I could counter or I could say, hey, well, this is not really what it is, or this is not how I meant it.
Doggy,
That's the difference.
Doggy, can you sit there and converse with your girl? Do you know how to converse with your woman?
I'm not you.
No, I'm asking you. Do you know how to converse? What does that mean? What does that mean?
Because you an angry nigga, bro, and somebody has to tell you something.
First thing first, you're lying. Cabin and your do-rag stick. Shut up.
Your hair runs backwards.
It's alright. And your do-rag came from Dollar Tree. Listen, first thing first, when I get mad with my girl, I don't even, and you know Brian, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Ask Brian. When I get mad with my girl, I don't argue with her. Respectfully, I ask you to go home. Why? Because I don't want it to get to that point where we do argue.
But to be honest with you, Scooter, not even to cut you off, it should never get to that level.
No, it doesn't, but you're not.
But people have like levels, bro.
No, it's anything could go wrong. And I'm not just speaking on one topic.
I'm saying in general. Now, you just said, whenever I get upset or whenever I feel away, whatever the case is, I ask her respectfully to go home. Let me ask you a question. What happens when you're married? How would you handle that situation?
All right, now, when I handle that situation,
That should never happen.
I'm gonna respectfully, I'm gonna remove myself from the situation for the
How?
time being. It's easy. I have a front door. I can go take a walk.
Okay.
Go clear my mind. You get what I'm trying to say?
Uh-huh.
They got video games.
Uh-huh.
I know my girl. My woman's not gonna let me play no video game in
Uh-huh.
peace. You feel me? Because you know women, they're gonna nag you because they want that conversation. I'm gonna give you the conversation that you want. Right? I'm gonna give you the conversation that you want. But if the conversation is not happening the way it's supposed to go down because either I'm being belligerent or you're being belligerent and we're not trying to understand what somebody is saying, then you know what? It's best that you just separate for the time being. Separate. There's nothing wrong with walking away.
Somebody said divorce.
Huh? That's why she's not getting married. But understand something. It can happen. Like it's nothing wrong. All relationships is not perfect. You're bound to argue in a relationship.
That's a fact.
It's bound to argue.
That's
but
a fact.
you don't have to argue over every little thing. Like, yo, babe, you go to the store and pick up the milk like I asked. No. Oh, fuck that. Let me beat you up. Yo, you know what I mean? Just go get it.
So nigga said no one telling her to go home. And I respect that. Like, you should never, I'm gonna let Dog chime in right now. You should never have a conversation with your girl. And even now, like, especially if you're with your girl for a good year plus, you should never have to tell your girl, yo, go home. What you should do is separate yourself for a little bit, catch yourself. Because a lot of people like, and ladies, I'm about to say something that y'all not gonna want to hear, but it's a fact. A lot of times, you guys, ladies, want to have this conversation when you're upset, when you're angry. When you're angry, you don't make rational decisions. So you're thinking out of anger, and you're saying stuff out of anger, and you pop one time, you pop two times, you pop three times. Usually, you get a reaction that you don't like, and that's what ends up happening. You feel me? But Doug, go ahead and say what you gotta say.
I lost my train of thought.
You forgot? Alright. But I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to what I'm saying. Like, it's and guess what? I'm not gonna even say just ladies, because fellas, sometimes we let our anger get the best of us. We let our anger get the best of us to the point where we say hurtful things. Have I done that before? Yes. Have I been in situations where the situation could have been handled completely different, but out of anger, I said some dumb shit. And then when you say some dumb shit, when you think back about what you say, it's like, damn. Like, I really said that to the girl that I love. I really said that to the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with. And not even just certain things that you say. It's certain things that you do. Like, fellas, a lot of times, and I'm going to say this, because all the time I always say, oh, the ladies do this and the ladies do that. But fellas, on our part, sometimes we get upset with females, our girl, and we need that space. That space usually entails finding another female's attention.
That's not true. That's not true. You speaking for yourself.
Yeah.
So I'm speaking for myself. So I'm capping.
I'm not saying.
No, I'm not. Go ahead, my fault. I'm not saying that you're wrong. But
in this situation,
I'm saying in general, most times when a man doesn't get certain attention from his woman, he usually goes and finds that attention from another female.
That's if he's getting attention from another. I mean, that's if he's not getting attention,
but it's wrong. It's wrong.
I have friends
it's
that
wrong.
That they be in like situations like they be together with something and they not situationships with and they say
Sparks, you can say I'm capping all you want, but I know this is a fact. And any real man is gonna say, yo, you know what? Until you get to that maturity level where you understand, yo, it's not the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna want to admit to that. It's wrong because guess what? If a woman was supposed to do the same thing, you'd be like, yo, you dead ass. Like, you can't come and talk to me. You can't, whatever the case is. But again, this is all about maturity. Mm-hmm. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. It would never, guess what? Nobody has all the answers overnight. I've been in a million and one messed up situations, whether it be with my ex, whatever the case is. But guess what? One of my most recent, I've learned so much from it because it's like, yo, I could have did this differently. I could have done that differently. I didn't realize how bad a certain situation was or is until it was too late. And sometimes you need that in order to grow. I'm not saying that you're doing the right thing. I'm just saying that sometimes you handle situations the wrong way. That's all I'm saying.
I can agree.
It's not about even looking. It's not about looking good. Like, yo, how many times? You know what? Let's talk about it.
I can agree and disagree at the same time.
Okay. Let me ask you a question, student. Let me ask you a question. Let me put you on the spot real quick. Alright? Let me put you on the spot real quick. How many times has one of your mans, right? You know he has a girl. Try to bag another female in front of you and you don't say nothing to him. Be real. We're not capping.
I mean, respectfully.
We're not capping.
Respectfully, if I see my mans doing that, right, in front of me, knowing he got a girl, that's not my business.
Yes, it is.
How?
Yes, it is. That's
Who are you to tell
I mean,
me
hold on.
Maybe there's
Hold on.
something wrong in your situation.
Hold on. How many? Okay, does it make it right?
Of course, it don't make it right.
Okay, hold on. Now let me ask you. Let me switch it. If your girl was supposed to do that in front of her home girl, would you want her home girl to put her in that place and be like, yo, you dead ass?
I mean, like you say, hold on, like you say, let's be realistic about it. I would love for her to do that, but how many of her friends, how many homegirls really be like, yo, you're doing bad?
To be honest,
come on, bro. Let's be realistic.
if that's her real ride or die homegirl, she's gonna say something to her.
That's if. But half of these females now have fake friends, bro.
It depends if like her friends like you or not. If her friends don't like you, they're like,
bro, but sometimes a friend don't even have a reason not to like you. They don't like you just because they're not even because Shorty's not even hanging out with them no more.
Hold on, we got a caller.
Thanks for calling DTF Radio VybeoutThursdays. Good to see you there. Oh, we got Carson.
My son Carson in the building. Carson, what's up, Brody? What's the word? I said it. I said it was capping, bro. I said it was capping, bro.
Hold on, Chef. Carson, how am I capping? How am I capping, Carson?
Yo, Sparks, cut it out, Sparks. Okay. It is 100%. on some, and not for nothing, Carson. Hold on.
Nah, he didn't.
And not for nothing, Carson. Guess what? If you can't check your man, if you can't say, yo, bro, you handling the situation the wrong way, that's not your man's. Because your man's is supposed to be on some, yo, you think so? You're supposed to be able to conversate with your man's.
Not everyone can have a conversation.
But that's not your man's.
Hold on,
I say that all the time. We got another caller.
DTF Radio, VybeoutThursdays. May I ask who's calling?
Hello?
Hello? But understand something. I'm gonna say something. Like I said, when I talk, I always keep it a situation on me.
Go ahead.
I've been in predicaments, right, where you try to talk to your bro, your so-called bro, or your so-called man, and a nigga would turn around and spasm and be like, my nigga, mind your fucking business, or this, that, and the third.
But that's not your man's. Like, how many times have I said that? I said that to you, and I said that to Hunter. Bro, if I can't talk to you as my man, and I call you my man, you're not my man's. You're not. And that's, a lot of people had this whole thing misconstrued. If I can't tell my man he's wrong, and he look at me and be like, yo, bro, you're wrong, or bro, you're right, and we have a conversation about it, that's not my man.
I can tell my man like he's wrong in the situation, but when it comes to like him and his shorty and that type of situation, that's where it's just like.
But okay, I understand what you're saying with that, but there's certain boundaries, bro. Like, I would not tell my man, oh, you should buy her this or do this or do it. That's a different boundary. If he's doing something wrong, and you see he's doing something wrong that could negatively affect his relationship, you should say something about it, bro.
You know what's funny, bro?
Thank you for calling DTF Radio, VybeoutThursdays. You have to call it. Okay.
China, what's up, China? How you? I'm wonderful. So, okay. Mm-hmm. 100%. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Okay, so China, thank you for calling, and I appreciate you. That's one for Chef. Now, my son Sparks online is saying his relationship is honestly none of your business. I agree. You can give your advice, but you can't control, how he moves or whatever the case is. Again, I'm not saying I'm gonna be on some, yo, do this, do that. But at the same time, this is why relationships don't last. Bro, if you see me doing something, bro, talk to me. Sometimes you know what it is too? It's just a simple conversation. Yo, bro, you're bugging. You don't even have to say, yo, bro, you're wrong. Yo, bro, you're bugging.
There's
You're
wrong,
bugging, bro.
there's wrong, and then there's bugging.
You're
Hold
bugging.
on. Right? Granted, now let's just say this son is your right hand man, is your brother.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Respectfully, if he's your brother, he's supposed to listen to you, right? But he'll listen to you to an extent.
Okay.
There's not much you can say after a while. You get what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
So now I will talk to you. Granted, I can talk to you, but it's but so much I talk I can do. I can bring a horse to the water, but I can't force it to drink. So if I be like, yo, you're bugging, bro, I ain't gonna front. What you got at home is a good girl. Like, you feel me? Shorty's really dead for you. And you sit there and tell me, like, yo, I ain't gonna front. Your screw up, mind your business. The situation got nothing to do with you, right? There's nothing I can do with that. Am I gonna sit there and say you're not my man, you're my bro because of that? No, I'm not gonna say that you're not my man or my bro because of that. That's one situation that there's probably that he's going through to why he's doing that. Because in all actuality, a real man who really, you know what I mean, genuinely loves his girl is never gonna step past that boundary.
Hold on. So again, let me say this. Yes and no. Sometimes you're not thinking rational. And this is the part that we keep forgetting. You're not think you're rational. Sometimes you might be going through a hard time. You might be going through a hard time at home, and usually that's when fuck ups happen. You're going through a hard time, or whatever the case is. You're getting a little attention from here. You're talking to this person here. It feels good, so it's like, fuck it. Respectfully, fuck it. But then, as your right hand, I see you doing that, and I said, yo, bro, remember your situation at home. Especially if that's a good girl.
Especially when y'all live together.
You feel me? Especially when you live together, that's a good girl. That's somebody you've been rocking with for years. It's like, yo, like, bro, you're bugging, bro. Yo, Lox, what's good, man? Like, and not for nothing, a lot of the fellas might not want to agree or jump on this train on something like, yo, you know what, Chef, you right? But I'm not really sitting here trying to get the fellas on my side, neither am I trying to get the ladies on my side. All I'm saying is, I've been through experiences, and if my right hands or if my boys would have said to me, yo, bro, you bugging, I probably would have been on some, yeah, you right. I probably would have left the situation alone. I don't know, to be honest with you. I can't 100% say, yo, this is a fact, this is really true, or whatever the case is. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it doesn't really happen from the male counterpart. Have I seen it happen with females? Majority of the time, yes. A female will tell her female friend, yo, you're bugging. Let's go.
That's a fact.
Let's
That's
go.
a fact. You have people that do that, but how often do they do that?
It depends on who you got in your circle. Like, if you got, like, say if your friends are hoes.
Birds of a feather flock together.
Let you do whatever. And if you got, like real rights, they know you get you covered, they're not gonna let you do some fuck shit. You go outside or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, but that's
So my son Spark says, the people I keep around me share similar beliefs and morals as me. Simply because I can't be around nothing I don't agree with. And when you grow up, you gotta know when to cut ties with certain people. Honestly,
I don't agree with that.
that's a 50-50.
Like,
That's a 50-50.
I agree with no one's cut certain people off.
That I can agree.
Yeah, that's a 50. Like, if I realize that you're gonna do a certain harm to myself, or you make me look crazy, more than likely I'm a dub you. Or I'm a not dub you, but I'm a distance myself from you. But what about that one friend that you grew up with, that you known for years?
See, that's the current situation I'm going through right now.
Okay.
I have this one guy I knew like his childhood.
Right.
And he doesn't grow up. He's not moving into like the man mindset. He still thinks like a kid. Like, I still gotta talk to him like, yo, like why you gotta lie about this shit that's not even worth lying about, yada yada yada, or money situation. I'm just like, yo, bro, if I have to keep repeating myself,
Yeah.
like about certain shit that you should already be doing as a man, like I'm just gonna remove myself.
Sorry to cut you, dog. Thank you for calling BTF Radio about Thursdays. May I ask who's calling?
For better, what's
Better,
up?
How you doing?
So for better, talk to us. What's going on? Okay. Mhm. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Mhm.
Sorry, he got something.
Alright. So Forbidden, I'm gonna answer on the air, okay? So thank you Forbidden for calling this. So Forbidden just said she felt like her friend, it was the opposite sex. She was calling for advice. He ended it on a wacky note because of, I guess, his current girlfriend at that point. Now, the reason why I sighed the way I sighed was because that's kind of like that's a sticky situation. Now, if both parties were on a mature level or even a more mature level, I should say, that would have been a different conversation. Like, his girl would have been able to sit down with him and forbidden and had that conversation. But because they weren't, and I feel like they were younger, that's why it doesn't happen. Not for nothing, most men are non-confrontational. Men are non-confrontational, especially when it comes to females. So what does that mean? If my man is doing wrong, I'm not gonna say nothing because I'm not trying to argue with that nigga. Like, that's how he feels. Whereas a female, yo, bitch, what you doing? You bugging. Again, back to the same thing. A man is not gonna sit here and try to have that conversation with his girl. Most times, you know the reason why females be like, men don't understand? When you say what you say as a woman to a man, most times, until he gets to that mature level, he's not trying to hear you. What he's trying to do is this. Alright, you can stop arguing now.
Right.
You can stop arguing now. I'm not trying to hear that right now. Alright, cool, okay, babe. Okay, babe.
Why you giving up the secret?
I'm just being honest. I'm just being real.
First I hated the movie Think Like a Man, now I'm trying to hate Shine.
I'm just saying, like, listen, most guys don't like confrontation. But you know what it is? It's not even confrontation. Most times it's just that you're not comfortable enough to have a conversation. A conversation is key. Like, I'm learning this now. Like, and conversations where before I used to be able to be on some like, yo, whatever, I'ma block you, F you, I don't have to talk to you ever again. Now is, can I ask you a question? Where did I go wrong? If you were in my shoes, what would you do differently? If my ex is in the live right now, or if she was listening, she would tell you that. Like, that's something that I'm doing now. Like it's a, yo, you know what? What could I have done differently? And believe it or not, those conversations are like, damn, I didn't think about it that way. I never thought about it that way. And that's where that whole maturity, that's where that whole listening comes into play. That's where that, yo, wow, like, yo, you serious? Like, I didn't even think of that. And sometimes you saying the same thing, and you don't even know you're saying the same thing because both parties are trying to get the same points across. You hear, but you don't listen.
I mean, well, it can't be, so if it goes like that, I can't talk to both of y'all again. Because it's going to be aggression versus aggression.
But it should never be upset.
You always say it should never be upset. But let's face reality.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be real. Men are emotional. To me, some men are more emotional than
Men are more emotional, but they suppress that emotion better than a woman.
It's pride and ego, right? Now, one thing with me, if I feel away, I'm not going to yell at you and sit there and bark at you and belittle you because I can't. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to talk to you first. That's my whole thing. I'm going to try to talk to you first. And if you're not trying to understand what I'm saying in the beginning without understanding it, not just trying to brush it off and brush it off and try to get your point across, then that's when I'm gonna respectfully say, babe, go home. Until you're able to really conversate with me or converse with me, until you're able to converse with me on an adult level, then yeah, pull back up, because at the end of the day, it's just gonna be straight argument, and it's not gonna get nobody's point across. So let's dead the issue right there and then figure out a way to talk about it later.
So my son Sofa said, men are, but because of our pride,
And our what?
I just said it.
more emotional. Because of our pride, we stay silent.
Bro, I'm a Virgo, bro. I'm very emotional and sensitive, Jason. I don't care.
Thank you, Juicy.
You feel me? You see how I get, bro. I get, yo, bro. If I get
Bro, you
tight,
get emotional when I say hi to you.
I mean, Scooter is on a different level of emotional. But all I'm gonna say is this: our time is up. It's 7 o'clock. Each and every Thursday from 4 to 7, we are live. Make sure you go ahead and download that app. I appreciate everyone for calling in. Next week's topic is gonna be super spicy. I'm so sad that you guys are not tuning in, but I appreciate you anyway. Make sure you have a good night. DTF Radio, we're out.
download that app. Download that app. Download the DTF Radio app, Vibe Out Thursdays, please, on Google Play in the App Store. DTF Radio, Vibe Out Thursdays, every Thursday from 4 to 7. You will not be able to understand what's going on in the phone conversations and wonder why there's so much laughter and fun until you download that app. Please do so. School to be the official DJ Chef. Thank you, DJ Daughter, for coming in. Shout out Jay Breezy. We out of here.